Have you ever felt drained, scattered, or even invisible, despite being there for everyone? Maybe it's because you're too available. Carl Jung, the great Swiss psychiatrist and founder of analytical psychology, understood a deep truth. Energy is sacred. Attention is powerful. And when we make ourselves constantly available to demands, distractions, and the desires of others, we slowly lose pieces of ourselves. But something incredible happens when you step back. When you stop being overly available, your entire life starts to change. Today, let's explore why and how you can reclaim your energy, your peace, and your power. Part 1. The cost of being too available. At first, being available seems like kindness, answering every call, responding to every message, showing up for every event, saying yes, even when you're tired, stressed, or uninspired. But beneath that kindness, sometimes there's fear. Fear of disappointing others. Fear of missing out. Fear of seeming selfish. Carl Jung believed that when we sacrifice too much of ourselves, we invite imbalance into our psyche. You begin to lose touch with yourself, the deep, authentic core of who you are. You start living outward instead of inward, chasing validation instead of seeking meaning. And here's the truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't be everything for everyone without eventually becoming nothing for yourself. Part 2. Energy flows where attention goes. Jung taught that our psychic energy, our focus, attention, and life force is limited. Every time you give your time to something meaningless, you take away time from something meaningful. When you're always available, you're telling the world, my energy is free. My time is endless. My boundaries don't matter. But energy flows where attention goes. If you scatter your attention, your energy gets scattered too. And if your energy is scattered, your growth, creativity, and purpose remain fragmented. You never go deep enough. You stay stuck on the surface. To live deeply, to create meaning, to find true peace, you must guard your energy fiercely. Part 3. The power of withdrawal. When you stop being constantly available, something magical happens. At first, people may notice. They may ask, "Are you okay?" They may even feel rejected. But soon, you notice something too. You feel lighter. You feel clearer. You realize you have so much more time. Time that used to leak away unnoticed. You begin to see who truly values your presence and who simply valued your convenience. You begin to create space. Space for healing. Space for creativity. Space for real, meaningful relationships. Carl Jung believed that growth often requires withdrawal. Going inward. Facing yourself. Listening to the still, small voice inside you. The one that's been drowned out by noise. In that silence, you meet your true self again. Part 4. Signs you're too available. You might be too available if you often feel exhausted without doing physical work. You struggle to say no, even when you want to. You feel guilty when you prioritize your needs. You answer messages immediately, even at your own expense. You allow constant interruptions, losing focus and flow. You feel resentment bubbling beneath your kindness. These are not just bad habits. They are signs of a soul asking for boundaries. Part 5. How to reclaim your time and energy. So how do you stop being too available? Here's where to start. Small Blue Diamond 1. Honor your time. Your time is your life. Every minute you give away is a minute you never get back. Treat your time as sacred. Small Blue Diamond 2. Practice the power of no. No is not a rejection. No is a choice. No to them often means yes to you. Small Blue Diamond 3. Set clear boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls. They're doors. Doors you choose to open when you want. Not because you're forced. Small Blue Diamond 4. Embrace discomfort. At first, setting boundaries may feel uncomfortable. You may fear being seen as rude or selfish. That's okay. Growth often feels uncomfortable at first. Small blue diamond 5. Prioritize inner work. Withdraw regularly to reflect, journal, meditate. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Listen for the answer. Small blue diamond 6. Disconnect to reconnect. Turn off notifications. Create no contact times for yourself. Not to escape life, but to reconnect with it more deeply. Part 6. What changes when you stop being available? When you stop being overly available, everything changes. Sparkles, you reclaim your energy. Sparkles, you start attracting deeper, more respectful relationships. Sparkles, you tap into deeper wells of creativity. Sparkles, you find clarity about your true path. Sparkles, you begin to feel peaceful, present, and powerful again. People who once took you for granted may drift away. Let them. In their place, true soul connections arise. Opportunities aligned with your purpose come to the surface because you're no longer available for anything less. You begin to realize, not everything and not everyone deserves a seat at your table. You choose quality over quantity, meaning over noise, depth over distraction. As Carl Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. You can't become who you are if you're always busy being what others expect. You can't hear your soul's call if you're always answering someone else's demands. So today, ask yourself, where are you giving too much of yourself? Where are you leaking energy for the sake of being liked, needed, or accepted? And more importantly, what would happen if you reclaimed that energy for yourself? When you stop being constantly available to the world, you become available to yourself, to your dreams, to your healing, to your truth. And when that happens, everything changes. Thank you for listening. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more mindful, soul-nourishing content. Stay true, stay grounded, and remember, your energy is sacred. Choose wisely,